You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Episode of Oversaturated the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 104.
104! I'm Ralph, aka Ralphie the Body today.
Okay, Ralphie the Body back. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Bye.
Well, I guess by default, Johnnie the Stallion. We here, baby. We here, baby. We here. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. Check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there. Shout out to Brittany, Confessions of a Pop Culture Freak. Get that on oversatthepod.com and get your OS merch, man. We out here.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I am the man of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_B. On Instagram, JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at me.
What's good, bro?
Listen, man. I don't know if the listeners can tell, but we talked about it like your man's went a little hard Friday. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I feel like my voice is a little different. Yeah, went to a party, first party I've been to in a year at least, and might have went a little extra hard. It was a '90s jam. You know how I feel about '90s music.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting it. So I had fun. I had so much fun. But yeah, work was straight. You know, work is work. That's it, man. I'm just slowly but surely outside is opening up. Though it was all social distance COVID protocols. Everybody in their mask, all that type of stuff. So yeah, man, I'm here.
I don't know if I like that, but okay.
You don't like what?
Social distancing in a party?
I mean, so it was set up like everybody was like in a pod. So like you had to come with the people that you were going to be in a pod with. So we were like in our own little section.
Nah, they did.
Oh,
they need to go and look that up. You know, if you go that far, just
open it. So
listen,
I ain't mad at it. I was kicking it.
So. I was just saying, I'm glad that you had fun, but just thinking about like the way you described it, no, they did. Just open it up and you go through all that.
Hey, I feel you. I don't know. I was just excited to go, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was just excited.
Most people are, but just to sit here and think about tiptoeing around all that.
Just still kind of weird.
It's like if you go do it, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's like
if I feel that.
That's what I'm saying. Like if we're gonna go to go to a place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit, I'm here now. What we doing?
What we doing? Hey, I was in my little pod turning up, so.
As long as your experience was enjoyable, right?
Oh, it was.
That's
it
the thing, right? But no, just a regular week, same thing, working out.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Hey, my man's is getting it. Y'all heard Ralphie the Body back. I love seeing your videos on social media and stuff, man.
I appreciate that.
Like it's dope. You getting it?
Yeah, man. I do what I can. It's just you get those wake up calls. It's like this is the time. The time to really get it in and do, make a life change, lifestyle change. So, we'll see where this ends up.
Word. Shit. I do want to shout out Alabama A&M, the football team. They just clinched the SWAC East, I think it is. So first time they're going to the SWAC championship in a minute. The last time we won a championship was in 2010.
Yeah, we've been mediocre for a long time.
Man, what? So our new coach, I forget his name, but this is his third year, and man, he be turning up. He was going off on Deion Sanders and all that. I was like, let's go. That's the energy I need, baby. Let's go. So I'm really enjoying seeing this coach and our team finally, because it's been a long time coming. They won the Magic City Classic last night. It was great, man. It was on ESPN, so it's great, man. It's dope. So shout out to Andy.
Shout out to the sweat, man.
Yeah, man. Shit, I guess you want to get to it? Off the dome?
Yeah, off the dome.
All right, man.
I'll go first.
Great.
Music related. You ain't got to think too hard about this one. I guarantee you. Who is the worst rapper you've ever heard?
Oh, man.
Not overrated.
The worst rapper I ever heard.
Just literally the worst rapper.
Ooh. Does this have to be like somebody that actually put out an album? I was going to say 50 Tyson.
Oh. Well, that's your answer.
I think that's my answer.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh.
No, mine is shout out to the people that may be Smack DVD enthusiasts, but you know, back in the day there was a guy named Shay Davis. He was considerably horrible.
I'm not familiar.
He has a song that the song is called Guns Go Blam.
Mm-hmm.
Just by the song alone,
yeah,
right? You should.
Right.
The thing about Smack DVD, it was so revolutionary, not because of the battle rap at the end, but definitely about the music that you would get, like the new bubbling artists from these mostly East Coast cities. And Shay Davis was one of them. Shay Davis was fucking horrible. Like, he had the guns and all the, you know, the allure of a rapper, but the bar, like,
it was bad.
Like, Guns Go Blam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a Smack DVD head, like, you remember Shay Davis. Trust me, Shay Davis. Shay Davis was trash.
I'm definitely not familiar.
Big trash.
That's crazy.
Guns Go Blam.
Now I want to go listen to it. Like, is it on the DSPs?
I'm pretty sure.
Or probably find it on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Because
Cool.
that was a mixtape song, so you probably not gonna find it streaming wise.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, okay. Got you. Damn, Shay Davis. I'm really about to go look that up.
Guns Go Blam.
Guns. All right. Cool. All right. So for my off the dome, for some reason I was thinking about Boondocks the other day and how great, how classic of a series that was. Definitely the first 2 seasons, right?
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, like, I don't know if, like, I would love to see a 2021 season of Boondocks. So I wanted to ask you, and specifically like the music episodes, like the R. Kelly shit was classic.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what musical artist or what rapper do you think should get a Boondocks episode on their career?
I don't know. They'll probably find a way to clown Tory Lane somehow, but he's not big enough that I think that everybody would know him.
Got you.
But Tory has a lot of comedy.
Yeah, word.
A lot of comedy. They'll probably do Drake.
Oh yeah. So my answer is actually Nicki Minaj. I feel like Nicki Minaj has the type of career that they can actually parody, maybe in like a 2 or 3 part series. Because I feel like it's just so much. Because she was the only mainstream woman rapper for a period. What the things she does with her voices, like later on in her career when all she was really talking about was stats, and I just feel like they could really do a good job on her type of
You know what? Just talk about.
Who you talking about?
And we talk about him so much.
Who?
Rick Ross.
Oh.
Because I'm thinking about the Gangstalicious episodes where like he was one thing and he really was the other.
Yeah.
And you know Rick Ross being the parole officer and all that, and then him losing weight. It's so many jokes. It's so many jokes they can get off of that. So yeah.
A Rick Ross Boondocks episode.
Yeah.
Aaron Bruder Holidays. We want a piece of that. We want a piece of that. We definitely want a piece of it. That's hard.
I love it though. But
shit.
That was off the dome, people. What's the worst rapper you've ever heard?
Yeah, man. And what rapper would you want to see a 2021 episode of Boondocks on? Let us know.
Let us know. You know how we give it up. It's usually go serious before we get into our news topics and things like that for the week. There's a lot of serious stuff that we have to address, so just bear with us. We'll get to these jokes sooner than later.
Right.
But right now we have to say rest in peace. The hip hop community is in mourning once again. Rapper Black Rob has passed away at the age of 51, I believe, to kidney failure.
Okay, got you.
Johnnie, your thoughts, man?
I know, like, I think a week or so ago, there was like a video message that he put out or something saying how he was like in the hospital and how he was homeless. I think that was just a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And I guess I didn't realize how severe his condition was. I know a lot of people in the culture were like, I guess, reaching out to figure out how they could help him out. I do believe there was a GoFundMe. I could be mistaken on that. But I guess I didn't expect for him to like pass away, because I feel when the news came out, like I feel like even though we knew he was like in the hospital the week before, him passing away was really random.
Yeah, it was a like the thought furthest away from your mind.
Yeah. So man, definitely condolences to his family. I know the culture's in mourning. We're still in mourning of DMX. So for this to come on the heels of that, it's like it's crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to have to bear and a lot to have to deal with, especially with a lot of the other things going on in the news as well, outside of rappers passing away as well.
Yeah,
so it's a lot.
Yeah, it's it's unfortunate. Another pretty much young soul is
Right.
being has left us, but due to failing health issues, some things you just can't help. I will always remember Black Rob for kind of being there, post the Biggie Mace era of Bad Boy, being on some of the biggest hits, and then having Whoa, his biggest single to date.
Right.
I don't have anything bad to say, necessarily about Black Rob.
Right.
Especially at this time. But just, I hope, all his fans, all his family, if he has children, I'm not sure, hope they are grieving and, well wishes to him.
Definitely. Let the grieving process happen. I know it's different for a lot of people, so whatever your process is, go ahead and go through and do what you need to do. And man, rest in peace to Black Rob.
Yeah. Sidebar, but it's related. There has been some heat on Diddy about Black Rob's financial situation. Do you think that's a fair criticism right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
So can I ask you, was this before he passed?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this was leading up to.
I mean, I would say yes. I mean, as a former Bad Boy artist, and we do know Diddy's track record of his artists, especially with Shine. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some heat that should be on Diddy because of this. It's like, shit, I still listen to Whoa. I know people still listen to Whoa occasionally, so he should be able to get some type of, I guess, royalties or something off of that song, and not to mention the other songs that he has been on, albums that he's put out with Bad Boy. I mean, and I would assume that Diddy knew that Black Rob was, in the condition, his health was not that good. So like, why not try to help? I mean,
I don't think he was keeping tabs on Black Rob, and that's no slight to Black Rob. I don't think that he. No,
you don't think he's just
absolutely not. Come on now,
got you.
Like he was on Bad Boy 19 years ago. I'm not saying. I'm not sure of the actual release date, but that's you're talking about Black Rob's heyday. So,
but like on the heels of the information of him not doing well coming out, do you think then Diddy should have stepped in? Or is that the argument? Is that the issue here?
That's the argument.
Okay.
I mean, I think Diddy reached out to the people around Black Rob to see what he can do or whatever. Which Diddy actually has the capital to take care of that situation.
Right.
But you can't reverse life. You know what I'm saying? If this was inevitable, like he may cover the funeral costs or something like that. But Diddy doesn't have to do anything.
I mean, also true. Also true, but I mean, at least for me, I would imagine like somebody that was on your label who, was pushing your label for a moment in time was like, I would want to help this individual out, because I would assume at some point they had a really close relationship. So I would hate to see my mans, even though we may not have talked in how many of the years, like this is still my mans. So I would want to help out in any way I could, But again, that's just me. Like, he doesn't have to, like Ralph said, but I just would imagine.
Yeah, I think the thing with Diddy is we put a lot of because he's black.
But that's
he's black, like because You know what I'm saying? You don't have Clyde. You didn't say Clyde Davis was supposed to pay for Whitney Houston funeral. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't say things like that.
True.
Like,
It's true.
you don't say stuff like that. You don't say the head of such and such was supposed to pay for Michael Jackson's funeral. You don't say things like that.
Well, okay, but it's Whitney and Michael. Like,
I know. We talking about two God tier artists.
yeah.
But the thing is, you're talking about people that were troubled in their later years too. They just didn't die. Not Whitney and Mike.
Right. Got you.
So
okay, also true. Yeah, I mean, look. I assume Diddy is going through his own grieving process right now as well. So
yeah.
let Diddy grieve the way he needs to grieve, and hopefully Black Rob's arrangements will be taken care of.
Oh yeah, that I'm not doubting. I was just trying to understand where we're coming from with the Diddy stuff.
But okay, so you know
Mm-hmm.
that I'll just say the culture is ready to just point the finger at whoever they need to point the finger at. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but Black Rob was a bad boy artist at one point. So people are going to automatically say, Diddy, why didn't you do enough for him to make sure he wasn't on? Like, that was inevitable.
Diddy just practiced standard industry practices. That's why Diddy is rich and none of his artists aren't. And that's unfortunate. I'm not saying he's right. That's the thing. I'm not saying that he's right. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying that, hey.
He learned from all these other labels. So he just did the same shit to his own people. Hey, that's business. Unfortunately, but that's business. Yeah.
All right. We had enough. We had enough of that. Regroup. But rest in peace, Black Rob.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's stay a little bit serious. We have a few Black Lives Matter topics, which are quite unfortunate. Hot damn, oh, here we go again. Yeah. We have 2 shootings of unarmed Black men. One being in Chicago, which was a 13-year-old. Let me make sure it's Adam Toledo, and then a 20-year-old in the Minneapolis area, Dante Wright. Both unarmed. 2 various situations. We can get into the nuts and bolts of that, but we kind of know how this thing already, what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been reported. This has been the topic of news the entire week, and will continue to move forward. So, Johnny, what are your thoughts just on specifically these 2 shootings?
The thing that bothers me most. Well, first of all, I hate that. For me personally, I hate that these types of situations are happening so often in the media that I'm almost somewhat kind of numb to it. Like I hate that for myself, and I've been at this point for a minute where I can't. Like, I don't want to look at the body cam footage. I don't want to look at the footage of these things happening. Like, I can't. My mental literally cannot handle it. So that's the first thing. The second thing, the crazy thing about one of these shootings is the white officer. I can't remember her name, but she said she thought she pulled her taser instead of pulling her gun.
Yeah, that was for the Dante shooting.
Like, I can't even fathom why she would say such a thing. Like, you really think we believe that? Listen, I've never held a taser. I've held a couple guns before. I would assume that they don't weigh the same.
I wanted to make a joke, but we're being serious.
Not right.
No, not right.
You get it. So like, I'm already upset that these things are happening, and then for the officer to come out and say something like that, it's just like, do you she really think this is a joke? Like, this is not okay. It's not okay. Like, that really bothers me.
Yeah, this is very true. I want to stand corrected on Adam Toledo. He's not Black, actually. He's a person of color. He's, I think, of Hispanic descent.
Got you.
I was just, perusing through the article again to make sure that I corrected myself. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, with this, it's just, well, let's start with Adam. Mm-hmm. He's a kid. Virtually you can say Dante's a kid too, because he's 20. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are kids, and I don't care. I don't care what they did. I don't like. We've been down this road again. We said this
countless times.
millions of times. I don't care what they did. I don't care what their crime was. I don't care if you told them a cap gun, a real gun. Like, I mean, well, not a real gun, but I'm just, your life was not threatened.
Even, honestly, not even a real gun. Because I've seen video of white people holding real guns, holding real weapons, and they still, that whatever situation that is gets de-escalated without anybody being shot.
Yeah. Now, this is where I can understand why the, I don't vote crowd, gets louder and louder.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, you know what I'm saying? Because we put these people in, we elect these officials and put them in spaces for shit like this to not happen, to, defund police if that's, maybe a thing, a possibility, or, find a way to train police, like, whatever we need to do to stop this. But it seems like it just doesn't, it's never going to get done. Like that, it feels, it's kind of like you're a hamster in a wheel and just running.
Yep.
Running in place.
Going nowhere fast.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I really want to have hard hitting takes and,
But I mean, it's hard to, because this is literally the same situation over and over and over and over and over again. Exactly. It's like, what do you say to something that just continues to happen? Like, what do you do? Honestly, what do you do? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm still sketchy on details with the Adam Toledo situation because that happened months ago, actually. Okay. But the Dante stuff is still fresh. That's fresh.
Yeah.
The cop has actually been arrested.
Okay.
I think she's being charged with second-degree manslaughter.
Okay.
It's hard to charge murder in those situations. It's the language of the law. That's what matters, and that's why politicians matter, right?
Yep.
Change the language of the law, but we don't.
And these, like, the charges, like, okay, this person has been charged. Cool. Mm-hmm. Like, I need convictions. I need jail time. That's what I need. And and again, another crazy thing is all of, like, this has happened in the midst of the trial for what's the guy named? The guy that killed George Floyd. I can't think of his name.
His trial is going on right now.
Yeah, so it's like, what man? What can you do? You almost feel helpless. Because you continue to see these things, and it's the same. It's pretty much the same narrative every time. Yeah. So, like, what do we do?
Let me ask you this, and it's sidebar, but it's on track. It's
gotcha.
It's always a sidebar, but it's always relatively what we're speaking about. These things like that cause a crazy divide in the African American community, just our community at large. I won't even speak about other communities. I'm talking about us in general. Because we have a lot of people that are propelled to be leaders or ambulance chasers or whatever. You have the Tamika Mallory's of the world. This is not what I think of them per se, but Tamika Mallory. You have Sean Merritt. You have Sean King. Well, he's not black, but Yeah. And then you have Benjamin Crump. So you have all these people that are around these situations and thrust themselves into the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? For whether you say personal gain or not. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that they're necessary? Like, because two of these are lawyers.
Yeah. No. I think so. At least in Benjamin Crump's case, because I feel like he's represented about.
We seen him since Trayvon.
Like,
he's been. I think he's been associated with every big case in Trayvon.
Which is
nuts.
It's insane because has he won any?
Well, we know what happened to Trayvon.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. So usually, from my understanding and my research on that is a little sketchy. So I'll just say that most of the things that haven't gone for convictions, we really haven't seen too many convictions. Yeah. They just go for civil cases, like award the families a crazy amount of money.
Yeah. There's a part of me that feels like these individuals are opportunists. And what I mean by that is they see, we see in life that these situations keep happening. So there's a market for these people to go in and do what their services are needed. There's a market for their services. And they just swoop in. And I feel like Benjamin Crump, in his case, he's represented so many people that whenever this happens, the families of the victims just automatically think of him because he's been in the media every time this has happened.
I wouldn't say the family do. I think it's just it's like kind of like the black powers that be to put him in those positions.
I don't like that.
Because for what we don't want to admit it, but he's propelled himself to that status where he's gonna be that one that takes on these types of cases, whether it be win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the one. And then Merritt has pretty much started to do the same thing. He's a little bit young, like he's way younger than Crump. So
it's just like, it's kind of like politics. Like you see the individual that has been doing this since Trayvon Martin, right? And now you got the younger cat, like, oh, I can challenge this seat. Kind of like in politics. I feel like that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't like it. So it's crazy, man. I can't understand. Well, I guess I can't understand why it keeps happening just because white people. But like, what do we do to change it?
Well, that's not on us to change.
It's not, but it's like, how long do we continue to sit and watch? Like, did you? Okay, I don't know if I don't think we had this on the docket, but did you see the video of the kid walking in his neighborhood and the white guy came out of his house and told him he doesn't believe it?
Mm-hmm. It was on the docket. Yeah, we talked. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right.
So it's like, so that happened, right? Luckily, like the young man didn't get hurt. But the next, I would just say, week, black people pulled up outside of that man's house for the entire week. Now, I like that energy, but I feel like we need to keep that when stuff like this happens. What do you think?
I don't know, but it's just like, whatever. Like, it's not to say I don't care. It's just,
It's like, it is what it is.
Pretty much, especially in that situation.
Like, I mean, so that guy was in the military. Like, I think he's been arrested and all that. Cool. And I think what happened, what the black community did was a good thing. But I feel like we need to have that same energy when these cops kill these black kids and these personal POC kids. Like, we need to have that same energy.
What make you think they don't?
I ain't seen videos of them.
They've been protesting. You want them to run up on people's houses?
Listen.
All right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I just...
Like, the cop that killed Dante, they already fortified her house. Like, it's gates and, like, concrete cinder, like the highway cinder block things. They're going to protect cops. They don't care about civilians. That's why I was just like, okay, run up.
I don't know what else could be done. I'm just sick. I'm sick of it. I don't know. Like, I'm so frustrated with it that I don't really even know what to say, honestly. It's like, so, yeah, man.
Pretty much, man. But no, rest in peace to Adam Toledo and Dante Wright.
Yes.
Make sure their families get some type of closure. I know it's never going to be the same. No dollar amount can replace life. So, rest in peace to those people, to those young boys, and then peace to the people out there protesting too. Those things get real hazy real quick.
Yeah.
But let's change the mood. Let's find some news that the people can use.
Kind of liven it up a little bit. Sheesh.
We going straight to it.
Right.
UshBucks.
0 to 100.
UshBucks, like, we going straight to the shits, right? Because we got to do that. We got to get out of this. That was too much for me right there. But like,
man,
Usher was called out on social media from a stripper who said Usher threw fake money in the club that had his face all over the dollars. And I'm talking about anything from a 1 to 100 had Usher's face on it with the fade and the shades. UshBucks have taken over the internet, and it turned out there was actually a ploy, a promotional tool for his Las Vegas residency. So she was the last to get the company memo about about these UshBucks, because they said the women were paid up front, but the lie is funnier than the truth. So we're gonna run with the lie. Johnny, your thoughts on these?
So I didn't even know the backstory. I thought Usher was really out here just printing money with his face on it. I thought that shit was real.
Oh no!
I thought that was him really doing it.
Oh no!
I was like, Usher, baby, what we doing? What is you doing, man?
Usher Raymond, Usher Raymond the Fourth. What we doing,
Like,
bro?
fam.
What we doing, bro?
My man really thought he was the Princess of Munda. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, oh my god. I really thought Usher was like, damn, he midlife crisis type shit. Like, I'm gonna go print some money with my face on it, and I'm gonna go to the strip club. I'm happy to hear this was.
It's more gangster. I would appreciate it if this was real story. I'd appreciate it because he's a gangster. Like, I'm friend my face. Like, ain't gonna question me. I'm Usher, baby.
That's illegal.
I'm Usher, baby. But spend it in the strip club, they ain't tripping. He didn't buy anything.
He bought the services of. He was attempting to buy the services of the ladies inside of the strip club.
Hey, no famous niggas don't get lap dances. They just throw money.
Yeah, the service is to be able to watch them, gyrate in front of him.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You tried that now. That's not.
I did. Listen. Again, I thought this shit was real. I couldn't believe this. I couldn't believe it. Like, Usher failed.
But no, the women were paid. They were paid to dance. So that's not what we're doing.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Usher residency in Vegas. Like, it sounds kind of fire. Like, I do plan to go to Vegas at some point in the future. I want to see the Jabberwockies. They have a show in Vegas as well. And now, shit, Usher. I wonder how long his residency is for.
That was the thing. I don't know. I know it starts in July, but I'm not sure exactly how long it's on the run.
Length of it.
But yeah, no, that's dope. Usher got a residency. Like, I think I don't know. I always thought certain artists were too big to get that, but if they throw you the bag,
right? Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just know however long he's gonna be there, that's gonna be crazy. Like, him, whatever money he's making, I know it's crazy. I know the show gonna be crazy. He got decades of hits. Like, it's dope.
Yeah, and then Usher's troll game is on 1,000. If you don't follow Usher on social media, man, he posted like pictures of him with the money, like throwing it up, like counting it out the hundreds. I was like, bro.
I saw a video somebody posted. Remember, I think it was Rush Hour 2, when he was burning the fake bills. Like, this is how you know Usher bill fake.
He got you. He got you.
Ooh, this fake.
Yeah, he got you.
Man, shout out to Usher, because that's a fire rollout. Now that I know that it was an actual rollout.
Yeah.
I really thought that shit was real. I thought my man was really going through a midlife crisis. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna put that on so bad. The only thing he got on him is the herpes thing, and that's some part of it.
Listen, I didn't forget about it.
See,
I'm not thinking about Usher's health issues.
It was the funniest thing on the internet. That's why it was a thing.
That's crazy, man. Shout out to Usher. That's fire.
But yeah, speaking of funny money, right? We have Nas poised to make $100 million off of cryptocurrency, investment that he made in 2013. Let's get into that.
This fire. I think in 2013, Nas invested in an app or company called Coinbase, and Coinbase allows you to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to a Robinhood or any of those types of apps, but it's strictly for cryptocurrency. So for Nas to have, I guess, the forward thinking in 2013 to invest in something like this, because Coinbase just went public. They just had their IPO last week.
Mm-hmm.
Made $100 million off of it, just off of an investment that he did 8 years ago. Did I do the math right on that? 2013.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
8 years ago. That's amazing. That is fire.
Shout out to King Nas, man.
Man, what?
King Nasir Jones, man.
And this is not the first long-term investment that he made. Like he invested in Ring, like the little Ring app. Ring
I know
doorbell and all that.
doorbell.
And there was some other things too. I read the article. I can't remember, but that dope, so dope, man.
Okay, let's examine this, right?
Okay, I was about to because I think I know where you're going.
Okay. Nas just got his first Grammy.
Yes.
He Illmatic has been inducted into the Library of Congress.
Correct.
And now he's possibly gonna make 100 M's.
Yeah.
He sold his soul.
Wait, what? This is not where I thought you was going.
Illuminati. Nas sold his soul.
Because he got
A string of wins like that? Oh yeah, he sold his soul.
Okay, which one of these string of wins
This one
was
right
the
here.
one that did it the most?
This the one that put it over the top right here. This the one right here. This ain't even music related, baby. The investments. Like that's the type of stuff people say Jay-Z and Illuminati for. So Nas in there with him too.
And that's where I thought he was going. Like, but I do want to know why. So at least from my lens, I haven't seen people really championing this investment like they would do. Like a Jay-Z or anyone else. I'm just curious as to why. Oh, say it.
Because Nas isn't interesting. Nas' brand has always been the music. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay, yes.
That's
true.
not a slot. That's not
True.
a slot.
No, that's true. But so like Jay-Z's brand was music for a long time until his business dealings started being more public.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this any different with Nas now?
Kanye, he makes some business dealings all the time, right?
Yeah.
Those are front page Forbes news because he's interesting.
Damn.
You trying?
Damn, he the Rum Nitty of this shit.
I'm not.
That's
no. Fuck no.
Because Rum Nitty fire, but I feel like Rum Nitty's stock should be much higher than what it is in battle rap. You don't think so?
I mean, no, I agree with that, but just to compare Nas to Rum Nitty, absolutely.
You know what I mean. But anyway, I don't know, man. I guess Nas isn't that interesting, but so what? Like $100 million just off something that I put money into 8 years ago. Like that's fire.
Hey man, I didn't make I don't make the rules, man.
Shout out to Nas. I'm putting this shit out. Nas, you almost the GOAT for this shit.
See, even you can say almost the GOAT.
It's a joke.
Almost.
It's a joke, man. Man, shout out to Nas. That shit was great. Like I can only imagine in another 5 years, like how many other businesses or companies he may have invested in previously that is gonna go public, or stocks is gonna shoot up, valuations is gonna shoot up. Like that's dope, man.
Shout out to Nas, man.
Definitely.
I'm gonna get these jokes though. Shout out to
I try.
But speaking of rappers doing amazing things in their latter years, let's talk about Mount Rushmore premiering their debut song on Triller, Fight Club. Last night, actually.
Last night.
Johnny, what's your immediate reaction to this?
I thought the song was dope. I enjoyed it. So these are rappers in their late 40s, early 50s. Mm-hmm. So the performance was a little, I ain't gonna say lackluster, but it could have used a little bit more energy. But I understand their age. But I actually enjoyed the song. Like I feel like this was classic. This is classic Snoop, E40, Cube, and Too Short. Like it could have easily been one of their individual songs with a feature, but I feel like they came together nicely on it. What you think? Wait, did you get a chance to listen to it? Okay.
Cube, my pal. That was not it, bro.
Oh no,
that was not it. You gave him a lot of flowers in that. That verse was not it. Everybody else,
I'm about to say, was that the only verse? Okay.
Yeah, everybody else wrote the beat. Everybody did what else because because they rap more than Cube.
This is true.
Cube
They
is the
gonna
old.
fit.
Cube is the. I'm not sure if he's the oldest. He might be the oldest, but he came out first. Clearly, you know, he was out there early compared to the other mainstream success of the others. So yeah, Cube, it's just that verse on that.
He gotta get more fit.
Yeah,
He gotta get more fit.
Yeah, you gotta rap some more, bro.
How many more songs? Because honestly, this song turned out to be much better than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
How many songs are you giving it before Cube need to be replaced?
He gonna get
This one?
He gonna lead this group too? Like the group that he probably founded. He founded this group too. Nah, it's that's interesting. I don't know. It's just I'm not kicking Cube out, but that verse was not it though.
He did have the weakest verse, but I mean,
by far actually.
for him to not
Still
rap for as long as he has.
He still rap like 99. But the cemetery that a nigga get buried on, we get money to the day we die. You know, he rap like that still. Cause that beat is it's a curve West Coast joint. I can see that rocking out right now.
Yeah.
But that flow, it's not it. That flow is it, bro.
Why you think they ain't telling him? Oh, why? Okay, why would it be that? I'm sure he heard their verses.
Cube probably put up the seed money for this whole project. That's probably why.
I'm gonna take my verse and that's it.
I mean, because they know the money they can get off this tour. Like that's the money they can get off of Mount Westmore tour.
Man, what?
When Snoop with Cube doing the headline, and I think Snoop should headline, but that's me.
Especially with that verse.
Man, I'm telling you, that verse is not it, bro.
Damn, he read like he read the movie script.
Man.
That's what you're saying. Man, shout out to Mount Westmore, man.
We didn't think we were actually talking about Mount
At
Westmore.
all.
But the song is actually it's decent.
Yeah.
It's rival. Like according to Johnnie, it's warm enough to listen to it outside. So play it outside.
See, you get it.
That's your logic.
You get it.
I listen to it shit anytime.
You get it.
That's your logic.
You get it. Sidebar, but kind of related.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody need to do something about Jake Paul.
Oh.
He's just knocking out people left and right.
Man, he's clearly the cash cow at Triller. So
that's crazy. I did see somebody, or I saw like a reports or something saying that knockout might have been staged, like it looked like it was fake kind of. I didn't see it. I don't really care.
That's what I was about to say. I thought the real.
Yeah.
Later that day.
Right. Summed it up. But anyway,
Mm-hmm. Now the last thing we have here, pretty much lighthearted and whatever. So let's just no big segue needed, whatever.
Gotcha.
We got verses going down on was it Tuesday? Yeah.
Yep.
Tuesday.
420.
420. The 420 verses we have Redman, Legend, and Method Man, Legend going head to head. They're brothers. John, do you have any takes on the verses?
I really don't have any takes on this verses. Honestly, I don't really have any predictions either. I mean, I like both catalogs. I mean, I feel like Method Man's is a little bit more extensive, especially if you include Wu-Tang. What you think?
I think Redman has better songs. Meth has Wu-Tang to lean on. Okay. If you're talking about, like, of course, Meth got the song with Mary J. Blige. That's the one in the back. Exactly. But if you ask me, Red got he got some heat for him. But it's not a verse. It's like because I think with Method Man's discography, and there's no slight, you know what I'm saying? I just think we kind of overhype him because of his connection to Wu-Tang. Right. And you're talking about his individual. Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, how many verses are they? I mean, how many songs are they going to do off Blackout 1 and 2? Like that's why I'm really not counting this as a versus battle. Like this is really
got too much collab stuff together.
Yeah, like this is really just a celebration of them, like a celebration of 420. Like we just finna turn up. Like that's all we doing.
Exactly.
I seen them rehearsing. I seen a video of them rehearsing. Like see, like this is. I feel like they should do a branch, like a branch off of verses and call it something else, like kind of like a concert series or something. Like keep the verses brand and actually still do some verses where people like actually battle their songs, but because we really for a while we haven't really seen people actually go back and forth with like their music and like actually battle it out. I feel like
it's probably be a while before we see that that type of energy again. I'm not sure when that will happen. So I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm excited for what
I get your point, but the thing is they would have to expand it to more genres. That's the thing. And it's like that idea is cool, but you have to bring it outside.
You're gonna have to include non-culture people.
Yeah, the closest thing we had to something that could be an offshoot of something was the reggae.
Right, gotcha.
But we haven't had like any pop artists. We haven't had any,
Yeah, and I think
it's been rap and R&B.
And I think
gospel.
And gospel, you're right.
One gospel.
And I think you mentioned this an episode or two ago, but if they do allow like pop artists and shit to come here, them numbers gonna be astronomical, and you can't really go back to hip hop because it's like, fam,
once they bring Bieber over or something like that, it's a rap.
Man, what? That's crazy.
Bring the Biebs over, it's a rap.
Them shit's gonna hit 100 million. Like what?
Absolutely.
Then back to hip hop, 200,000, 250,000. That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. I'm interested to see them, because I remember like during their announcement of Triller, I guess, acquiring them, that they're going to do more sports and like comedy verses. I think I remember reading that.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like I'm interested to start seeing some of those. So hopefully those, I guess, start sometime in the summer. I don't know. So we'll see. Shout out to Versus. Shout out to Method Man. Shout out to Red Man.
Yeah, we'll be tuning in.
Yeah, man.
For a portion. I don't know about
for a portion.
I don't know about myself. I'm gonna keep it down while. I'm serious though. But I don't know. Do you want to discuss Fast 9 or do you just want to get?
No, let's do it. Fuck it.
Okay. Well, Fast and Furious Fast 9 has finally released their long-awaited trailer for the sequel. The sequel to 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 the sequel.
To the prequel to the sequel.
The trailer comes out, the movie comes out in what, April or May? I don't know. I don't remember. But
I ain't going to see it when it come out because it's only going to be in theaters.
Oh.
I think. It's not a Warner Brothers movie, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so it's not going to be on HBO Max.
That's Universal.
Yeah, it's not going to be on HBO Max.
Maybe on Peacock. Who knows?
I don't think it's gonna go straight. If it do, I get the subscription. Just sign up for the free trial because I ain't signed up yet. So,
but no, what's your thoughts on the trailer?
Fast 9. I enjoyed the trailer. Listen, man, you put rocket propellers on a car and you blast off into the sky. I gotta see it.
You seen it? You ain't gotta watch it.
I gotta see it in this movie. I gotta see how they did it on this one. Like. I'm really only here for the over-the-top action. That's the only reason I'm here. The only reason.
Please stop making these movies.
No. If y'all gonna keep doing shit like, I want to see it. I know we're gonna have a cameo from Thanos or something. Like we gotta have it. Power Rangers, Lord Zed, somebody. Like I need to see it. I need to see it. I'm here. I'm here for all that. Your rap is not having it.
I'm not having this. I'm not. Like, that is fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm just looking at this and like, not at all in a good way.
You're right.
Like, and there's so much stuff. Like, you giving us the movie. Like, Han is alive again? Like, we seen him die twice. Like this is real life. This is not a comic book movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't be resurrecting people.
This could be him as a shapeshifter.
Look, right. It's some bullshit, man. Like, it did. Okay, you replace.
He's a scroll.
You
Han is a scroll.
You replace The Rock with John Cena. Both of them, neither one of them can act. The Rock is just finding a way to leverage himself into Hollywood, right? But he can't act. We know this. So now Dom has a brother like that we didn't know about for nine fucking movies. Films, and he's some underworld spy boss, and Vin Diesel jumped from cars all the time in a dingy white shirt. He don't get nothing but a scratch. He don't die. He don't get no broken arms. No.
Didn't they throw like a train into a plane? Like what was it? Was it like a tractor trailer or something?
They flipped. It's something like a big tractor flipped or something.
I need that. I love it. That's the type of action I need.
They like the Suicide Squad. They are the people of anti-heroes just going up against big villains. And like this doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, but so what? I'm only here for the action.
And why is Tyrese flying a car?
With Ludacris in the passenger seat. A rocket that's being steered by actual steering wheel and not by the plane shit propellers. I love it. I am here for it. I'm here for it. I want to see it. Give me the biggest bag of popcorn.
The crazy thing about it, the shit that's supposed to be, the shit that you go off for, is so fucking ridiculous. It's like this, and then the stuff that we're supposed to be, in awe of the ridiculousness, you be so analytical about. I don't get it. I don't get Johnnie right now. Like, this is horrible.
That's how you keep the people entertained, baby. I'm just playing. No, but I'm here for it.
I hope y'all pay attention to the Falcon and Winter Soldier, how analytical he is on that. But when we talking about Fast 9, he's here for all the bullshit.
Facts.
What?
Facts.
Yo!
Facts. Yo! And the craziest thing about Fast 9? I read a report that said Fast 9 is the beginning to a trilogy that's supposed to end the main storyline.
Please.
I am not bullshitting that. I actually read that.
Please.
I actually read that.
Was that like Reddit or?
No, this was like an article from like a movie website. Like I read that.
I'm so frustrated.
My man is so upset.
I'm tired of it, man.
Right, is so upset.
Man, crash that car, kill Dom, man. Let's do something else.
He can't die.
Clearly.
Until the trilogy ends.
The trilogy? They done made 9 Fast and Furious.
Fast 11.
He's been in all of them. Even Tokyo Drift, what ain't about him? He was in it though.
Fast 11 gonna be crazy. Fast 11.
Oh yeah. They are supposed to do like a 2-part joint, like Avengers Endgame. I did hear that shit.
Yeah.
That's goofy.
Listen, Fast 11 gonna be set 5 years in the future. I just like fucking with you. I love it.
This is trash.
I love it. I love it.
I'm not.
I cannot wait for this shit to hit streaming later on this year. Because I'm not going to the theaters to see it.
You might as well.
I'm not. Listen, I have become accustomed to watching new movies at the crib now.
Makes sense.
Man.
But yeah, that was the end.
That was great.
Of our unfortunate. It was a crazy week. And we talking about Fast 9. Jesus Christ.
Fast 9. Come to the theater near you.
Right, but who would we be if we didn't give you some OS stuff, right? Me and Johnnie were just talking throughout the week. Bounce ideas off each other, and then one struck. We want to talk about rappers that came up in the 2000s that we just didn't see having this level of longevity that they have, being around and being relevant right now in the year of our Lord 2021. Let's just start. I just want to throw. I'm just throwing names out there. Wherever this conversation it goes. But Fabulous being one of them, right? Mm-hmm. Fab dropped Ghetto Fabulous in 2001, September 11th to be exact. Mm. Fab was interesting because he was a mixtape rapper, came up off the DJ Clue mixtapes and all that great stuff, signed at Desert Storm. had the typical New York swag, the big jerseys and all. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. That was just, I think that was across hip hop at the time. Just big jerseys, hats. You know,
Oh yeah. Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Yeah, he was just that. But he was a punchline rapper. Fabulous. Spelled his name. I don't know. Like Fab is interesting because he's more relevant now for shenanigans than actual music. But if he drops music, he does have enough of a core fan base, and I'll include myself in that to where I'll go listen.
Right. I think the thing that has killed Fabulous, like, you know, out in the open is his shenanigans on dressing on Instagram and shit. Like, my man be putting some outfits together. I ain't saying they good, but he be putting some shit together.
You know, and you know what I think also helped Fab was Twitter. Fab was one of those ones, like, when Twitter was first started, like, in, like, 2008, like, when everybody was starting to get on. Him, Joe Budden, like, certain people like Nerd at the Cool Table, Dragonfly Jones, a lot of those guys used to get together and just cut up on Twitter.
See, I didn't know Fabulous was...
Fab was on Twitter. He's not on Twitter now, but back then
he
showed more of his personality then.
Got you.
I think he got off around the Ray J situation.
Okay.
Which was, what, 2010? 2009, 2010?
I believe so.
Somewhere, like, you know, my dates might be murky with that, but that was definitely Fab was one of the dudes on Twitter.
That's interesting because, so, from what I can remember about the industry back then, like, you were supposed to be somewhat mysterious. Like, they didn't want people to really see you unless it was like in a music video or at a concert or something like that. So when Twitter came, I assume Fabulous jumped on and was able to show more of his personality, which got more people to like.
And he started getting jokes off, and then he found a way to, I'm trying to say morph, but you know what I'm saying, he found a way to, you know, just thrust himself out of that mixtape, that old way of thinking and do mixtapes and gangster grills and things like that toward that 2009, 2010, 2011 era. Because I know Soul Tapes came around that time.
Right.
There Is No Competition came around that time. Like, Fab found a way to just keep himself relevant even through the music, but the music was along of the social media package. You know, him finding a way to brand himself on Twitter and Instagram. And
that's what I was about to ask you. If he doesn't gravitate toward Twitter like that, would he be able to continue his music career the way he did?
That's
I
would say no. He would have, if he doesn't find a way to adapt. That's what I should have been saying.
Okay. If
he doesn't find a way to adapt, I think Fab may have gotten lost in the shuffle. But he has so many earlier hits that maybe he finds a way to survive still. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I'm not sure what his, you know, what the adapting may have looked like. I just know what it, you know, what happened, but I'm just not sure what it would have looked like if he did make the moves that he made.
If he didn't gravitate towards Twitter during that time, he would have been one of the artists out here still doing tours off of his old music. Because does Fab tour a lot? I don't know.
Not like
did he tour a lot?
Not like a big tour. Like he's one of those artists that has to be a part of like a bill or something, or not. He does clubs, like you know, those bigger clubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
stuff like that.
That's interesting. Damn, I think social media might have saved a lot of artists' careers during that time. Like,
absolutely,
that's crazy.
Because you got to think about the turn of the decade and how much changed and how music is consumed. They found a way to pivot.
Kudos to him for jumping on that when he did, because a lot of people didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Exactly, but one person that didn't do it and still is probably the hottest person we gonna discuss right now, Rick Ross. Rick Ross came out in 2005 or 2006, somewhere in there. Port of Miami. Just going off of Hustlin', right? Hustlin' was a big song.
Right.
I'm not gonna hold you. It was a big song. I was not a big fan of the song, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people like it. It's just saying, it is what it is. I think at that time it was just like, that's what we're doing? That seems kind of gimmicky here. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about gimmicks.
Yep.
And Ross is a gimmick regardless of how I feel about his music now. But that's my man's though. That's my man's though. I mean, but I'm keeping it 100 though. Yeah. Like, I mean, if I was sitting there saying it wasn't, okay. But no, Ross is definitely a big caricature. But just looking back at it, I was just like, yeah, he'd probably be around for one album. Like, and that's it. Like that's what I gave him. But he came into the new regime of Def Jam under Jay-Z being president. So you had him. I think it was like Neo. It was Jeezy. It was a lot of people that came in under Jay-Z and under that tutelage. And then Jay-Z just you can tell the ones that Jay-Z his favorites.
Right.
You can tell his favorites because he was all over their album.
Got you.
He was on Jeezy. He was on 101. He did Port of Miami, the Hustling remix. He was on Rihanna joint, Good Girl Gone Bad. So you can tell he did a song with Neo. Like you can tell who his favorites was.
Right. Like, so for Rick Ross, I don't think social media played into him into his career continuing. Like definitely what you just said, and being able to be featured on songs. Like, of course, he's still putting out his albums, but in between that, like Ross is popping up everywhere. Yeah. Honestly, kind of similar to a Busta Rhymes back in the 90s or whatever. In between him doing his albums, like Rick Ross is gonna rap. Somebody's gonna call Rick Ross for a feature.
Yeah. One thing that helps too, him establishing him. Like once he got past the 50 beef, like you survived the 50 beef in that time, okay. You might be, but that was by his third album. So we kind of know what we're getting when you're talking about Rick Ross, right? Mm-hmm. But he found a way to reinvent himself. He established Maybach Music Group, which, he pulled in Wale and Meek at the time, which was a huge thing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that helps further your career just off the strength of you having young guns to work with you. And then you have the Justice League in your back pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
how you forget Maybach over? I'm sorry.
Hey, I like some of Omarion stuff though, but it's that in hindsight,
that's
absolutely
not it.
That's
funny. I didn't understand it when it happened.
I get why Omarion did it. I don't get why Rick Ross did it. If that makes sense.
It makes sense. It's still just.
It was
damn. I mean, Omarion definitely was the one to benefit from that.
Yeah.
Now Ross, on the other hand, he didn't need it. So yeah, But I see what you're saying.
But Wale and Meek needed that. They needed that branding. They needed that help. And Ross already becoming an established force by then. I think he's like 4 albums in by now.
Yeah.
So come with me. I got y'all.
Right.
And him doing that, establishing himself, and then he has his little beefs here and there, but they're not like anything like shooting a bang bang with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? He had his thing with Jeezy and all that, but he's been able to do it by being a model of consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like his magnum opus was 11 years ago. Yeah. Like that's his best album 11 years ago.
And that's the word for Rick Ross's career. It's consistency. Mm-hmm. Like not too many people, not too many rappers are as consistent as Rick Ross. Like Rick Ross gonna give you a solid project. Yeah. Like it may not like Ralph said, his best album was 11 years ago. Like Teflon 9 is a classic. Mm-hmm. But my man's is gonna give you consistency.
Yeah,
100%.
Big consistency, and the fact that you can still you can pull and the thing is he's been able to pull a lot of the big heavy hitters in on tracks with him. He's had the Dr. Dre song. He's had Jay-Z on countless songs. And then whoever's a new hot person, like I don't have T-Pain. I don't have he knows how to work well with. He knows how to play well with others.
Yep.
Like Rick Ross really knows how to do that. So that helps. Like your collab argument. The fact that you can collab with everybody, play along with everybody.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, that's dope. It's like you really don't think, or at least for me, I really don't think about like careers in depth for real like that. So like having this conversation is like, damn, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, especially with Ross. Consistency, man.
Consistency.
You saying fuck up his name?
I see he was working on it. But let's talk about somebody that we have a mutual respect for. Definitely Royce the 5'9" out of Detroit. Definitely a wordsmith of sorts.
Word.
My introduction to Royce was me playing Grand Theft Auto, right? Mm-hmm. One of the radio stations used to play his song Rock City all the time.
Got you.
So that's how I knew who Royce the 5'9" was. Maybe I didn't know what he looked like, but I know that's who he was. Now, Royce's career has peaks and valleys, right?
Yeah.
And he started to bubble probably around 2009, where everybody started to gravitate to him because of the bar exams. And, the formation of Slaughterhouse, him joining with Eminem to do the Bad Meets Evil project was a huge thing. I think mutually beneficial for both parties.
100%.
In hindsight, Eminem needed that too. Like, no, because Royce was hot.
Yeah.
It's like the same argument that we use for like Jay-Z, Kanye, and Watch the Throne, right?
100%.
But this is, in a grander scale, because Eminem was coming off of Recovery.
Damn.
And we're launching Shady 2.0 at the time, right?
Right.
So,
oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, so Bad Meets Evil, Slaughterhouse. Yeah, let me hop on these tracks with my former best friend. Let show y'all how we used to rhyme together.
Right. And it was crazy is that like a little bit before that, they had just like squashed the beef that was long standing. So that played a part into it
because
as well.
Everybody knows that Renegade was really Royce's 5
Right.
So I would have beef with Eminem for a while to fucking me. Like,
That's a fact.
You remove my vocals and put that it's Jay-Z, but you still
fuck
that.
Nah, that's why. But no, I think for me, one of the things that I noticed for later on in Royce's career was him getting sober. Yeah. I feel like once he got sober, I feel like his lyricism increased, and I've never seen no shit like that before. With the album Layers, Bar Exam 4. Damn, it's another album I'm missing. The Prime album.
Did you say Layers?
I said Layers. I said Layers. Damn, I feel like it's another one I'm missing too. But those albums came later in his career, with Prime coming out in 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Like the way that he was able to raise the bar for his own for his own lyricism was dope, because I think Prime is probably his to me is, even though it's not his individual album, it's like his top album to me.
That's not a bad take, because think about it like this. It's in the sense of Gang Starr, right? People don't look at that as Guru as being Gang Starr by himself.
Right. But he's the only one right.
Exactly. Royce's career is just, especially from 2009 to now.
Man, nuts. Crazy trajectory. Did you know that?
I say that. Look, you pointed
because you looked anyway. Did you know him and Lupe have a podcast?
No. I think, I remember this being reported some months ago, but I just,
And shout out to Lupe. He just did a virtual concert of Food and Liquor and released an NFT. We'll get into NFTs at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this. I'll say this. We'll leave this and be our last artist. Right?
Okay, that's cool.
Let's talk about Pusha T. I think somebody we can both kind of go in on, right? Pusha T is an interesting case, right? Grinding, probably one of the biggest hip hop beats ever made.
Fact.
I ain't gonna say the best, but definitely
one of the greatest.
One of the ones.
One of the ones. Everybody, as soon as the first few counts come in, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. But this came out in 2002 when the Clips, Clips as a group, they come out under the Star Trek label, Pharrell's label, the Neptune's label, I'll say. The Clips put out 3 projects, 3 albums. Two classes, if you ask me. The third is okay. Or did they have 3? Did they have 3 albums? Or was it 2? Either way. So you got that, and then Pusha T has a somewhat of a long-standing, his career is so funny. He came out on 02 as part of a group, right? He didn't drop his first solo project until 2014. My Name Is My Name is his official debut.
Damn.
He probably did mixtapes and stuff before.
Yeah, but damn, to not debut until 2014, but you have been out since 2002. Right.
Yeah, we had to take a quick break, but yeah, man, back to Pusha T. Pusha T just, having the longevity that he's had, being a rapper that, most of us still kind of check for, honestly. It's actually pretty fun. phenomenal, man. Like, he's only had like what, 3 studio albums? Three.
Daytona being the most recent.
What was the second one?
Damn, I just saw it too. Hold up. King Push, Darkest Before the Dawn, the prelude.
Yeah, that felt like an EP more so. I'm not.
Well, I mean, Wikipedia says.
No. I'm not arguing if that's part of the discography, but it's just it didn't hit the same as My Name Is My Name or Daytona.
No, I feel that because I mean, honestly,
I don't really remember anything off King Push, and I think because the album was supposed to be called King Push, and that, like you said, it's the prequel.
Yeah.
The next album was supposed to be called.
Okay, that makes sense because it says Darkest Before the Dawn, the prelude.
Yeah.
So I guess.
And then Daytona just wound up being something of its own.
Right. Damn.
I think the next album is supposed to be King Push, the one that we keep, hearing about with the Kanye.
The one that's about to come.
Yeah. I think that's supposed to be King Push.
Interesting. Shit. I mean,
but what do you think about that? Because Push being the rapper that he is, like he's extremely skilled, but you know what you get, right?
Right. So I guess I didn't realize he only had 3 studio albums, but like he's been rhyming about the same thing for every album, and we let it slide, right? We let it slide.
It works though.
Talk about consistency.
Yeah.
But it's like with him debuting, and we did go back and check. He debuted in October of 2013.
Yeah.
My Name Is My Name. For him to be able to debut as a solo act in 2013, and then go 5 years and only put out 3 albums. I guess that's not really that big.
In the digital age.
In the digital age, it's like people still checking for new Pusha T music. I think that's great.
Let's break it down.
And I don't even know where it's like. I don't even know where to start with
the Kanye Good Music affiliation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cruel Summer came out 2012. Him being on Mercy, huge for Pusha T. Him being part of that good. He was on. I mean, but he was. Oh no, we gotta take that back.
Mm-hmm.
Being on Runaway with Kanye.
Oh, damn. Okay.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Yeah. He was all over my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Got you.
Because he was on. What's another song on there? Wasn't he on the song with Raekwon and? No, that's a new guy for on Cruel Summer. But he was when he on another song with Sci-Hi. The song with Sci-Hi.
Champagne Wishes and 30 White. You know that shit is
ridiculous. Yeah.
What's the name of that song? But yes, he was on that.
So he was on 2 songs on one of Kanye's, better projects, right?
Right.
And then you're part of the collab project. Like Mercy was a huge, when Mercy hit the streets.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a little dance in there.
Yeah. Swerve. See, but he had a verse on there, killed it.
Damn. So I guess fire because you could be featured and be trash. Mm-hmm. So fire features was kept him relevant in between albums.
And Pusha positioned himself in good songs. Like Mercy, huge song. Move That Dope, huge song.
Yes.
Damn. I'm trying to bring it from the room. Just all those, the Good Music Friday joints?
Yeah. He was on a lot of those.
He had a lot of those.
Yeah. Damn. How long did the Good Friday theme go on? Because I feel like they put out hella songs.
They put out at least an album's worth of material. So maybe that might have been like a good spring summer type thing.
That's crazy.
Because if you go look up those Good Friday songs, there's at least 12 of them.
That's nuts. Because
some of those made projects and some of them didn't. Because, that was around the time Cruel Summer came out.
Right.
Some of those songs made the album. So, New God Flow was one of the songs that were released. Mm-hmm. But New God Flow made the album, though, too.
Right.
I think Christmas in Harlem was a dope song, but I don't think Christmas in Harlem actually made the album.
Man, that's crazy. I think that goes to show how well of a artist that Pusha T is, to be able to consistently put out a fire verse and strategically put his verses on, these songs, kept people, I guess, just eager enough to want new music from him, like new albums from him.
Yeah,
because I'm still looking forward to the new joint.
And let's give it about the beefs too. You know what I'm saying? all the stuff with Cash Money, like he,
Oh yeah.
like, you know, I ain't even got to Aubrey yet. I'm just talking about stuff with Birdman and Wayne, like Exodus. We gotta talk about 28-14. I remember that.
Man, jeez, that's
And that was in the 2010, 11, 12, something.
yeah, somewhere in there. Goodness, now I ain't gonna front. I wasn't hip to Exodus when it came out, so I had the backlog. Like I had to go back to it, but I was like, yo, okay, this is what we doing.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Jeez, man, shout out to Pusha T, man.
Yeah, shout out to Pusha T for finding a way to remain relevant. Now, did I see Pusha T having this level of even stardom? No. And I think that's what we're talking about when we talk about these artists.
Yeah.
Like, Pusha T was just, you know, I thought him and Malice were twins. No, they're brothers, but I thought they were twins.
Right.
In the
I think we all did.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of us did.
Okay. But just to see that he has this level of stardom from grinding to now, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
And then Rick Ross from now.
He definitely didn't.
Fab, maybe I kind of seen that because, you know, we're, you know, outside of New York, we're brainwashed to believe that all New York rappers are going to be stars.
Damn, I might have to agree with that. Damn.
I kind of believe Fab was going to be, you know, Fab. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then think about the string of hits he had. Like, he was coming with him, so it's not.
I say that because he definitely had hits. He did have hits.
And then Royce definitely didn't see this.
I think being able to reinvent yourself, like Royce did it with Getting Sober. I feel like Fabulous, he showed his personality on social media. Yeah. If we never got that, I don't think we wouldn't really be talking about that. Yeah, like we wouldn't see that. And then Pusha just was able to keep himself relevant basically by putting himself on songs. Yeah. And Rick Ross as well.
Just being a model consistency. Yeah. And, you know, being a label head, being a businessman, I think that helps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think him actually advertising that he owns a string of wing stops and always rapping about lemon pepper wings definitely helps. Not gonna front. It definitely helps. So yeah.
But now, people, let us know what you think about these choices. Let us know if we bugging, just our hindsight conversation about these 4 artists.
Yeah, man. That was off the cuff too. We was just spitballing that shit. So with that being said, episode 104.
104, YouTube. Hey, this is your time to sign off. We're getting ready to get into Song of the Week.
Yes.
But if this is your first time here with the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button so, you know, it helps our channel grow, helps this video get into algorithms, all that great stuff. But we holler at y'all next week, YouTube. Peace.